Hello everyone. I figured I would create an Evernote tutorial for today's professional development so that you can use it in future if you wanted to refer back to it and use it as you organize yourself, organize your notes, or even use it to confer. So Evernote is down here. If you if you have a laptop, desktop, mobile app, doesn't matter what type of phone, doesn't matter. You want to get the app. I think it's best that you have the app on your different devices. That's one of the best things about Evernote is that you can use it on your laptop, you can use it on your iPad, you could use it on your phone, and as long as you log into each device with the same username and password, then you'll have access to all of your notes among your different devices, which is cool. So anyways, I've got Evernote here, and I've got it open. Just navigate you a little bit here. You've got your notes, you've got your notebooks. Tags are a really good way to if you put a tag for, let's say, um, certain teaching points, or put a tag for maybe some miscues, or let's say if you are referring and they're having difficulty with one thing in particular, you might create a set of tags that you use often, and it would be easy to find students who are doing that same mistake, and maybe even then creating a strategy group out of that. So tags are useful for that. Let me just show you a couple things. So you've got your notes. To create a new note, you can create a new note up here, but notice it says created new note in B, student 1. So what I have is I have a notebook listed as B, student 1. So B for me was behavior. Last year I kept some behavior notes. As of right now, I have deleted them, and I just kind of made them more simplified so that I could teach you guys how to use it. So behavior notes, you've got these things with the white banner across. Those ones are called stacks. Stacks of notebooks. Here you've got a notebook for Sketch. You've got a notebook of apps, and I've also got a notebook that a student shared with me last year um, when they were working on a project. So I wanted to show you a couple things. So if you want to add a new notebook, you just click New Notebook up here. And I would suggest, for example, if you were going to create one for writing, then you could just do writing notebooks or writing, and then I would suggest student 1, or however you want to label your students. Now, oh, I already have one named student 1, so let's just pretend it's student 6. Okay, so now notice I have writing workshop, student 6, and I've got writing workshop notebooks. If I wanted to add this notebook to my stack of WW notebooks so I keep them all organized, I just do a right click and then I add to stack. And notice that all of my stacks are here. I've got my WW notebook, which I want it to go in. I've got my RW notebooks, and I've got my behavior notebooks. All the stacks. And if I wanted to create a new stack, I just click new stack here. But here I want it to go in the WW notebook, so I click it, and now you notice that I've got a lot more students notebooks in my stack of notebooks. This one is an old one. I'm just going to delete it by doing a right click, delete notebook. So that's cool, right? Like I'd like to keep, for example, you might like to keep all of your students in a stack, so they keep them organized like this. When you're done with the stack, you can put it away, open up your RW stack where you want to keep notes on your students, especially, for example, if you're going to confer. So you've got your student 1, you click on the notebook, and now the first note you might want to do is the date. Okay. You also might want to do the celebration when you're listening to them read. You might want to add a teaching point, and you might want to add next steps. I keep one note per conference because then I can just go back and remember what I did with them last time. And then up over here, you could do different things like attach files. Okay, if you had something that you wanted to show there, maybe a teaching point, you could even record them reading up here with the microphone. You could change the formatting of it like that, and clicking to add tags. So maybe this student had difficulty with a particular tag. Let's say, you know, phrasing. Okay, and then now every time I want to look for somebody that also has difficulty with phrasing or fluency, then I have my tags in those notebooks, and these notes will appear when I search different tags. So that's making new notes, adding tags. For each student, you'd want to probably have like a congratulatory celebration of what they've done right, a teaching point, and next steps. Then you've kind of like done a couple different things. You've got you've created notes inside a notebook. You've added notebooks to different stacks. And then maybe the only thing I would tell you right now is that when you're in Evernote, there's these tips right here. So if you want to create shortcuts, they kind of walk you through a bit of a tutorial on how to do it. If you want to search your notes faster, set reminders using the alarm over here, view your notes by location, and maybe even the last one, which is working together, which is cool. Let me just show you that really quick. So this one was shared with me last year. It's a notebook that a student was doing when they were doing a project. So on the left here, these 6 things, and you can see all their different notes within the notebook. And they did share it with me, but notice they didn't let me edit, and that's fine. If a student wants to share it with you, but and you wanted to edit, then they would just click share and edit. Whereas this student just did share and view. So to share documents, once you're in, let's say, a notebook, and you want to share one like I did here, then you want to, where do you do it? I forget now, but it might be one of these. Copy, post, share link to, email note, share notebook. There we go. And people who share this notebook will be able to view all of these notes, and that's fine. And this might be really good if your student wanted to share with you, or you wanted to share with a colleague, or any type of thing like that. So there are some cool things about Evernote, and hope you guys enjoy it. Anyways, talk to you later.